Янтон. Бамбасан гитмар на кино. О, бахын код уже туз.
Hi, Ella.
Hi,
How
how
are
are
you?
you?
Good, how are you?
Your Zoom's name is MacBook Air.
Yeah, so the thing, like the reason is, it turns out now I'm not logged in Zoom with my account. So when I'm not, Zoom lets you in, but your name is like whatever name your computer has.
Ah,
Like
okay.
I go and join in meetings like with MacBook here or Forset or whatever. Like like the first thing I'm doing is like changing my name very quickly.
Ah,
Yeah. So we're waiting for our speaker.
yes. What the weather in Georgia?
Um, So it is nice apparently outside, like if you go out it's sunny, it's like up to 15 degrees. Um, but I'm still thinking that, like we don't have proper fall anymore and it's so cold and like you can go out that much, etc. And my Facebook memory today just reminded me that 6 years ago I was living in Estonia, Tartu, and it was -7 degrees there, and I was very happy about it. So I should really stop complaining about the weather and go outside and enjoy the sun. Yeah.
You are graduated from Tartu Estonian University, yes?
I graduated from Tbilisi State University, but I was an exchange student there, and I spent one semester.
Ah, do
And
you like?
even though, yeah, it was like the summer and fall semester. During the fall, it was like -7 degrees. So like not complaining anymore after the memory. So yeah. I think that we have similar weather because I also see that you have like sunny.
Yes, I think so. It is. I will check now. It's 12 degrees now.
Yeah, I think we have something like that.
But very sunny, and it is very pleasure to sit outside.
Yeah. Maybe I should go out now.
Hi, Echo.
Hi.
Hi.
How are
Okay.
you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
What time is it at your place?
It is
Almost 11. Like
Almost
10.
11.
yes.
Okay.
What
This is
about
already
you?
in. It is already in the afternoon. It's 2 o'clock.
Ah,
Almost 2 o'clock.
okay.
Where are you located now?
I'm at Jakarta, at my apartment in Indonesia.
Nice.
And what about the weather?
The weather, it's Indonesia. It's in what you call it, transition between rainy season to dry season, so it's
Okay.
kind of hot here.
Okay.
Nice. I was complaining earlier that in Georgia we used to have like all 4 seasons back in my youth years, but now like it's we kind of lost fall, and after summer somehow it like goes to winter. So that's sunny warm
Really?
weather. Yeah, like we still have this very short amount of time, but like I'm just saying that it's changing, and the fall season is much shorter now than it used to be like earlier.
So it's global climate change.
Yeah. I would say so, yeah.
So the participant is are all from the same country,
Are from Armenia and Georgia.
Georgia. So it's all in 11 o'clock there.
Yeah, the same
Yes.
kind of zone.
Okay. Wait. How many participants?
How many would you say? Like up to 25, I would say.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. Because we Mafindo here are making our whole health event of, we call it Kelas Kebal Hopes. It's a class for, yeah, some something like this training, we open it for institutions or for the public. And the last one, just yesterday, uh, the participant is around 230. So it's really so many.
Is it a
Good
training?
morning,
Is it a
everyone.
work?
Good morning.
Morning. Sorry?
So is it a training? Is it a workshop? Like, how do you manage that many people?
So it's we design it like a workshop, so it's interactives. And I think Ala told Ari that I need to make this more interactive, so I'm borrowing the format of our workshop classes to this what do you call it, webinar
Yeah.
or
Yes.
workshop. Okay, so yeah, we divide it into 4 sessions. The first session is teaching and how to fact check. And then the second session, it's we divide those into about 10 breakout rooms so they can practice what they have just learned. And then after that, we come back and then make the participants do their own presentation about what they found out, like that. And the second session is about fact-checking videos, because, well, video is not that simple to fact-check. It's a bit more time-consuming. So, but yeah, the participants are all eager to participate. And because there's so much participant, from our volunteer, there are about 12 people to take care of each of the breakout rooms, like that.
Nice.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Yana.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
Dear
So to
Teona,
yes?
Darren are moderators of the countries. Teona for Georgia and Darren for Armenia.
Okay,
Okay.
nice to meet you.
Also, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So if I'm not mistaken, all of the participants are all journalists.
Yes, or students or journalists.
Okay.
Or future journalists, yes.
So I think for this Zoom webinar, I don't think English is your native language.
No.
No, me too. So probably there will be some slight misunderstanding or miscommunication. So just bear with me. So Ala, how do you find out about Mavindo?
I'm sorry.
How do you find out about our organization?
Ashken told me. I don't know Ashken from Mafindo. I don't know. Yes.
Actually, like, great thing about digital communication network is like they know everyone from like everywhere. So it's like it always gives to amaze me, like the list of speakers, like they are from. Like I am part of it from 2017, and it started with like local events. Like in Georgia, you have like speakers from Georgia, Armenia, maybe United States, because
Okay.
it's a like obvious suspect. But now it's like all over the world, like all the continents. So it's like I'm not even asking those questions. I'm like, everyone.
Okay. Also, 2 years ago, I don't think I will be teaching in workshops like this. Even for foreign countries, never thought of it. So, but here we are. So, Mavinda also has been invited to Singapore, Malaysia, and also Philippines. And I think this is my first time in a European country.
Mm. It would have been nice
Good
if we
morning,
have
Karin.
hosted you like in like a real country, not the online one. But
Yeah, because in countries that the freedom of the media or the freedom of expression, the hoaxes kind of have free reign. Like, yeah, well, you see it in America, even Donald Trump can be a president. But it doesn't mean that countries that like Brazil is also have problem with hoax.
Mhm.
I think the whole world, because of the emergence of new technologies like internet. I'm sorry, it's already 2 o'clock. So when do we start?
Let's wait for 2-3 minutes to. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're joining.
it's 11 o'clock here, and Sunday morning, maybe a few of participants will be a bit late, so perhaps it will be better to wait for a couple of minutes, if you do not mind.
Okay. I don't mind. But if it's 11 o'clock there, we are having this for 3 hours continuously. So is anybody not having lunch or what?
They are journalists. They used to it. Most probably they never have lunches.
Okay.
Besides that, in the previous training sessions, we had usually like 10-15 minutes break in the middle of the session, like
Oh,
after an hour
okay.
or hour and a half. So it was like maybe not enough time for a proper lunch, but maybe to grab a cup of coffee or like stretch or something. So that could be like, that could work here too.
Okay. Okay. Just let me know when are the breaks.
Our people in Indonesia are pretty strict about lunchtime.
I can't say for all of the Indonesians, but for me, I usually have a very late lunch. This is 2 o'clock in Indonesia, and I have just have my breakfast at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, hopefully guys had their breakfast. That's the most important part of the day, for me at least.
Okay, here's a hand whoever managed to have a breakfast.
Today?
Like, I'm not raising a hand.
You mean today or in general?
No, today.
I have a breakfast.
No, I didn't have today, but most usually I'm having.
I don't
Yeah,
have.
I just had breakfast at 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
Rima, we are missing you.
Yes,
in the
I
morning
have
without
in the
breakfast.
morning. Good morning.
You should take care of yourself.
I am.
I think Saturdays
No.
and Sunday are the only days we can afford having breakfast. But usually on weekdays, when you wake up at 6:30, you don't have that much to have breakfast. So you rush to work, then you organize something there.
Well,
Yeah, great.
I work from home for the last 2 years, so I can have like
Ah.
breakfast anytime. I
Lucky
want.
for.
Karina, are you in Karabakh?
I think that on Sundays you can don't have you don't have, for example, I don't have a breakfast because I don't need much energy because I'm at home.
Yeah.
That's valid too. No, I really believe that breakfast is like the most important part of the day.
Yeah.
If you miss it, that it's not that good.
Yes, it's my favorite time to have a breakfast.
But if you think that a cup of coffee it is a breakfast,
No, it's not. No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Coffee is not breakfast.
Maybe we can start, Ala. What do you think?
Okay, let's start. I will
Okay.
remind the participants in WhatsApp group to join. I don't know why. Today's Sunday, that's why I think.
I'll write again. I'll write now.
Okay, thanks.
So I will make a short intro before the actual talk. So as you know, I already, even though we are in a Zoom, I already know more or less your faces, and I'm sure you also remembered me and Aaron and Ala, of course. So I would like to once again remind you that we are here to moderate, but also to help you out in case you have any issues, especially if you have any language barriers. Please reach out to us, maybe in Zoom chat, like privately or not privately, and we will be here to make sure that you fully understand the content and there's like nothing that worries you on the process. So I see that most of you attended yesterday's seminar also, and the theme of this week, as you probably know, is the combating disinformation. Yesterday we started this theme, and yesterday we had a speaker, Aribawo, who talked about combating disinformation. Today we also will continue this theme, and we have Aribato's colleague, Eko Juniarto, who will continue the talk. This session will be very interactive with lots of new knowledge and lots of new initiatives. So I'm looking forward to it. So I will give the floor to Eko, who is our invited speaker.
Thank you, Teona. I hope I pronounce it right. Okay, so for this session, I hope the participants are using a computer because we are going to use a lot of Chrome browser and the extensions. But for you that can only use smartphones, it's okay. You still can do things with smartphones, but not just as powerful as using a computer or a laptop. So let me share my presentation. Share sound. Okay, wait. So I will put my Zoom gallery view on, and I see Rima is still raising hand. Do you want to ask question? Hello?
Rima? I guess that's from the
Or
breakfast
this
question.
is from the previous breakfast. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Okay, I have started my presentation here. So this was a problem for my previous event. There is a big black box in the upper screen. Do you see that? If not, then it's okay because that is the navigation menu of the Zoom. I kind of cannot remove it. So today I will talk about essential tools for developing a comprehensive strategy to combat disinformation. So first thing first, my name is Eko Juniarto. I am one of the co-founder of Mavindo. Mavindo is Masyarakat Anti Fitnah Indonesia. In English, it's roughly translated as a anti-label community. My job there at Mavindo is a fact-checking presidium, and you can see all about my social media link, or you can contact me using the link s.id/ajuniarto. Okay. If you have question or you want to contact me privately, you can do so by looking at my contacts there at s.id/ajuniarto. So introduction, Mavindo, quick overview, yeah. So Mavindo is established since 2016. We are independent, we are neutral, and we are non-profit. We have about 19 professionals in our secretariat, more than 1,000 volunteers spread in more than 25 cities. Our current impact right now already 30,000 people offline already attended our education. And for the last 2 years of this pandemic, we we have 40,000 people online during pandemic attending our education. We have more than 10,000 app download, the HBT Hoaxbuster tools in Play Store. We also have fact-checking collaboration with 24 online medias here in Indonesia. And also we have a weekly national radio broadcasting. In order to have an effective work combating the disinformation, we have to collaborate with many organization or institution. For example, in Indonesia, the Food and Drug Organization is Badan POM. And then we also work with tech companies such as Google, WhatsApp, and Facebook. We also work with the election body such as the KPU, Komisi Pemilihan Umum, and then the Bawaslu, the supervisory body, media partnership, research with WHO, the World Bank, CDC, Illuminate, also with the government, the information ministry, the police, and the education ministry, and also other organizations. You probably already heard about USAID, UNICEF, Internews. So where do we start? So this is what I have planned. I will divide it into 4 sections. Prologue is we will define what is hoax, what is disinformation, what is the background, and what is the impact. Second is where to search. So how and where we can find clarification. And thirdly, content and picture verification. I will show you techniques to check manipulated content. And then lastly, video and location verification. So techniques to check video and geolocation. Mind you, I'm hoping this will be an interactive session. So anytime you have question or do not understand what I talk about, just raise your hand, and please the moderator help me by just intercept me and tell me that someone is having a question. Thank you. Okay, let's start. Prologue. Sorry, my Zoom just boxed out. Okay. So I will show you this video. This video is actually in Indonesian language, but it's only two lines, so it doesn't matter. I want to ask the participants, what is the moral of the story of this video?
Sekilas terlihat, yakin itu benar.
I always have a little laugh seeing this video. So, any of you guys know the moral of the story of this video? Or if you're having problem to see the video, I can play it again.
May I say?
I think maybe
Okay,
maybe
Rima?
it's better if we rewatch it because of the connection. It wasn't like very smooth. But
Okay.
if everyone saw that, we can go ahead.
Honestly,
Okay,
I
I
saw
think-
the video on mobile. I don't know if they had
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other guys had trouble watching them on PC.
yeah. Then we can go
Okay,
ahead.
Rima?
Yes, I would like to share one of the ideas that came on my mind is that do not judge with what you see alone. Just go deeper, search to see what's hidden behind. So the first idea that came is do not judge with eyes alone. It's something like also in the Christian culture, you know, from the Bible. Do not judge with what you see with your eyes alone.
Okay, that's interesting. That's also true. Susanik?
Yes, hello. I want to ask if I saw the right, the girl put the lock on the box.
Coin, yes, on the donation box.
Yeah, it was coin.
Yeah.
I thought it was like lock, and the guy didn't. Yeah, I didn't like. Yeah, so it was just a question about what was in the video.
Yeah, so both of them are trying to donate. The girl donate a coin. The guy tried to donate paper
By
money,
breaking?
but it cannot go through because it was clocked by that coin.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so what do you think?
So maybe moral is that you should like watch closely and not just like in 1 minute, just think a little bit more and a little bit deeper before you act, maybe.
Okay, that's good. Okay, next, Arsa Luis.
Hello.
Hi.
I think it's about if you see some part of the story, you should not hurry to judge, to make some assumptions. It's just about having a look at the whole picture, trying to put the puzzles together, pieces of puzzles together.
Okay. Great. The three of you all got it right. So whenever you see a post in social media, just stop a bit and then think that, have you seen the whole story? Because stories like this can be framed. People can, for example, if they just see that poor guy entering his hand into the donation box, and they will think that he's trying to steal. But in fact, he's just trying to donate his money, but he can't because there's a coin that's being clogged. He tried to push the coin, but the donation box shattered. So that's what happened. Okay, let's move on. Types of information disorder. So Mavindo got the definition of the information disorder from firstdraftnews.org. So there's two general types, yeah, falseness and intent to harm. And we can divide into three more categories. Misinformation. Misinformation is unintentional. So it's unintentional mistakes, inaccurate photo captions, dates, statistics, translation, or when a satire is taken seriously. But it is unintentional. There's no bad intentions. Second one is disinformation. Disinformation is fabricated or deliberately manipulated audio-visual content. This is intentionally created conspiracy theories or rumors. So the guy who shares this already know that this is not true, but he shared it anyway. This is what we call disinformation. And the last one is malinformation. Malinformation is deliberate publication of private information for personal or corporate rather than public interest, such as revenge porn, deliberate change of context, date or time of genuine content. Probably you already heard what it's called doxing. Doxing is the publication of private information with the intent to harm the person with that information. That is malinformation. Okay. So this because I'm from Indonesia, so I will take samples in Indonesian news, yeah. But I already translated in that yellow box. So this is a post in social media claiming that Sinovac vaccine from Chinese takes another victim. This time, students from Jember, a town in Indonesia. Weird that healthy people are injected like there's nothing better to do. It seems like just people talking about the vaccination, yeah. But actually, this video is not about Sinovac vaccination. So the fact is, it's true. It shows at first the event following immunization. In Indonesia, we call it KIPI. In English, is AEFI. But it's for a different vaccination in 2018. It's for diphtheria vaccination. This to information seems like, no. So what about it? It's not like end of the world, but then look at the consequence. The residents of one hamlet in Indonesia are hiding in the forest for fear of being vaccinated against COVID-19. One hamlet is about 50 to 100 people. The survey says that only 49, even lower than Americans. Americans is a 50%. 49% of people want to be vaccinated, but 29% refuse because they are afraid being vaccinated. And lastly, it's a story about a son whose father died because of COVID-19. His father believed that COVID-19 is hoax, and then his father also believed that COVID-19, because here in Indonesia the majority is Islamic Muslim, they believe that the Sinovac is haram. Haram is not kosher. Yeah. So that is the consequences. Here are our research result in 2020 about the hoaxes in Indonesia. So about 2,000 hoaxes that we captured in 2020, and just for this is the only time where hoax about health overtakes hoax about politics. Usually politics is the majority, but because of the pandemic, hoaxes about health, especially about COVID-19, took over 37%. 30% is politics, criminal is 10%, and religion is 7%. Transportation, disaster, business economy is below 5%. Where do we find these hoaxes? So in Indonesia in 2020, what we found is from Facebook. The majority is from Facebook, so about 63%. In the second place, it's WhatsApp, 14%. But as we know, WhatsApp is not an open social media. It's a closed and an encrypted messaging platform that you have to be inside those groups to get the information or the hoaxes that spreads there. So with WhatsApp, we're having a problem to gauge the reality of how many hoaxes are there. So I believe it should be more. So I will ask again. I have these 4 boxes. So why hoaxes are easy to spread? What is your opinion? Or maybe in Georgia, if there's hoaxes, why do you think that hoaxes exist and why do you think it's easy to spread? Anybody want to answer? Or anybody have an opinion? No? Okay, Arsa Luis. I'm sorry, do I pronounce it right? Arsa Luis?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So in most cases, this fake news, these hoaxes are showing information that are about the current issues, and they are spread in a very wise way. They target the people who are vulnerable to fake news. I guess that's the reason it just goes viral.
Okay, if I may ask, how come those people are vulnerable? Why do you think they are vulnerable?
If I take under consideration the situation in Armenia, those are people who are not that media literate, who cannot differentiate between the reliable source and non-reliable sources. Sometimes they even say, like, we read the information on Facebook without understanding what was the source on Facebook.
Okay, you you practically almost answered all the boxes here. Anybody else? Susanik?
Yes, I agree with Arshalu, but also I think that these kind of fake news, especially about politicians, are spreading not from usual people. What I think, like, they're spreading with like special techniques, and then after then they went viral.
Okay.
So, but
Techniques.
mostly I agree with.
Can you explain what
using like social media tricks and etc., like using videos, how to make that videos, who should speak in that video, that like they analyze and they choose someone people trust that person maybe much, and then they are starting, like, it's not that happen with like this, they work on it. I
Yeah,
mean,
they are professionals, you mean?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, good, good. Maybe next, Karin.
Okay. I think that when society needs information and they don't know where to find it, and it's a gap, and they want to fill in that gap, and hoaxes are coming to fill it.
Of course. Okay, good answer. Next, Tekla.
Yes, I think the reason is maybe the hawks don't need to think, or it's so smart and people are so tired, so hard news, and when they show easy understanding news, they spread and don't analyze it. I think so.
Agree. They make it more relatable, so they think they understand the hoaxes. Okay, Aaron.
Yeah, I think the factor of being threatened and the factor of fear should be discussed as well, because most of them kind of includes fearful theories. And whenever it comes that there is a threat to your personal safety and security, you are more emotional, and when you are more emotional, there are more chances to share the information because you feel the threat and you want to share that with the other people to kind of let them know that there is a danger coming. That's very human. I mean, this is kind of a combination of being emotional response and the fear from a danger, from something unknown.
Great answer. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Next, Anna.
I think when we talk about, for example, disinformation or misinformation about vaccines, there are anti-vax campaigns and they have their targets. They know their target groups and can give misinformation, spread misinformation. And there are a lot of people who have low level of media literacy and a lot of fake pages, fake accounts on Facebook. A lot of Facebook groups where people believe in every information. So it is very easy to target people and to give them misinformation and make them to spread that misinformation, believe and spread that misinformation very easily. I say it in Armenia, but I know it is not only in Armenia in that way.
Agree. Thank you, Anna. So to recap, most of the answer is about literacy, and then also the targeting of the emotional response. So yeah, all of you are correct. So what we found in Mavindo is digital literacy, critical thinking, and also common sense is not so common. The secondly is polarized communities, digital bubbles. So yeah, for example, the anti-vaccine group, they have this core belief that vaccines are dangerous for them, and also they campaign to promote that vaccine is dangerous. And third is lack of trust between the people and the government. This is happening especially in Indonesia because the low trust that happens here makes hoax easily spread because the people just don't trust the government about what is the truth. And lastly is not yet competent in sorting out sources of information, such as a press media versus fake sites, or as some of you already answered that probably people take their news from social media posts. Okay, thank you all for the answers. So we come to this second session is where to search. Okay. Because I'm from Indonesia and also I'm from Mavindo, we have this website called turnbackhoax.id. But because this is an Indonesian product, the majority of the articles is in Indonesian. But we also try to make some of the articles, especially with the international scope, in English. I'd like you to try to open your browser and then just try to open turnbackhoax.id. Let me try it myself. Okay, I will share my whole screen. Oh, I have to turn off. Okay, let me see my browser. Okay, let's see. Turnbackhoax.id. So the keyword to shows you the English version. Just this search column in Indonesia is cari. I don't know about your browser. Can your browser translate it into English or your native language? Because this is already in Indonesia, so the translate button in Chrome does not show. Just click on the cari column and then type in false. Then you will see the English version of the articles. This is one from Aribowo, for example, about Moderna. So in this turnbackhoax.id, we have about 6,000 articles and mostly in Indonesian language. But some of them, I think about in the number of 100 is in English language. So because I'm from Mavindo, I'm showing you this turnbackhoax.id that we built, and this is already have thousands of articles here. Okay, so I will go back again, or some of you already tried. Just try false and then probably maybe false and then try Donald Trump. Sadly, it's in Indonesian. Okay, let's try another famous person, Bill Gates. Ah, found it. Wow, video of Bill Gates meeting with the CIA. FBI arrest Bill Gates for biological terrorism. Wow. Unfortunately, there's only 2 of this, and the others are in Indonesian language. Okay, no problem. Let's go back again to the slides. Sorry. Wait. This Zoom is always bonking on me. Okay, because this is Indonesian, so probably is not too powerful or not of use for you guys. So the next one, these are 2 of the prominent anti-hoax sites. Snopes.com. This is a very popular debunking website. Second one is factcheck.afp.com. This is a news site, but it dedicates itself for news checking. Okay, this is the where section. In my original slide, I also inform about Kalimasada. It is a WhatsApp bot. In the world, Indonesia is the second after India that creates a WhatsApp bot that checks for disinformation. But unfortunately, it's in Indonesian language. So I don't show you here because I don't think it's relevant. So we move to the third session about content and picture verification. Okay. Okay. These are question. This is a question for the participant. Can you see it? This is in Indonesian language, but you only need to see the picture. Okay. Does any of you listen to Korea boy band? This is all the rage in Asian countries. So which one is correct? The left one is EXO and the right one is BTS. Does the picture, the boys there, are they EXO or are they BTS? Any of you listens to Korean pop music? I don't think so.
But we have a
sometimes I
comment.
do.
Sorry?
We have a comment. Madam says BTS.
Oh, there's a comment. Okay.
Now we watch like Squid Game, the Korean TV series.
Oh,
It's popular. But not music.
this is on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mariam answered BTS, and yeah, you're correct. So the correct one is BTS. But as you can see, these are screenshots from news outlet in Indonesia, Liputan 6, Liputan 6. And these are legit mainstream media outlet. So how do people manipulate this screenshot? Probably most of you know that using Photoshop, but Photoshop is expensive, and secondly, not everyone can use Photoshop. So I will show you a video about making that kind of hoax in just 60 seconds. This video is in Indonesian language, but I already added subtitles at the bottom in English, so I hope you can understand it. And if you need to see it again, I can always play it again. So let's see the video. Halo, saya akan memberikan contoh bagaimana cara mengubah judul sebuah berita atau teks sebuah berita dari browser langsung ya. Di sini saya menggunakan Chrome. Misalnya saya pilih berita dari detik.com ini, satu berita yaitu oposisi dikritik menurut Demokrat ya, _, Fahri Hamzah rindu zaman SBY. Cara mengubah ini adalah sangat mudah. Tinggal pilih teks yang akan diubah, klik kanan, lalu klik inspect yang paling bawah. Nah, akan muncul layar seperti ini. Jadi judulnya persis teksnya di sini berupa judul yang sebelah kiri ya. Ini bisa kita ubah, yaitu klik kanan, edit text, kita ubah SBY di sini ya menjadi Orde Baru. Enter. Sudah selesai. Berita di detik ini sudah berubah ya menjadi Fahri Hamzah rindu zaman Orde Baru. Ini orang tinggal screenshot lalu sebar hoaxnya. Demikian, terima kasih. Okay, anybody catch that? Especially with the participant using a computer, this is so easy to do. Just open Chrome, open a news outlet of your choosing, and then just select the title or the body text or whatever text that's on there, right click, click inspect, and then you can change it. That's how easy probably anybody have questions about this or don't understand? No? Okay, let's.
Sorry, we have a comment. Rima says,
okay.
sometimes I use the trick to confuse my friends. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Rima, so you already know about this trick. Okay, yeah. This this is so easy to do in a computer, but not so easy on a smartphone. But people can still do it on a smartphone, just a little bit trickier. So oh, Anna, you have a question?
Could you play it one more time?
Oh, okay. Wait.
Thank you.
I have to close this first. So sorry. Halo, saya akan memberikan contoh bagaimana cara mengubah judul sebuah berita atau teks sebuah berita dari browser langsung ya. Di sini saya menggunakan Chrome. Misalnya saya pilih berita dari detik.com ini, satu berita yaitu oposisi dikritik menurut Demokrat ya, #2 Fahri Hamzah rindu zaman SBY. Cara mengubah ini adalah sangat mudah. Tinggal pilih teks yang akan diubah, klik kanan, lalu klik inspect yang paling bawah. Nah, akan muncul layar seperti ini. Jadi judulnya persis teksnya di sini berupa judul yang sebelah kiri ya. Ini bisa kita ubah, yaitu klik kanan, edit text, kita ubah SBY di sini ya menjadi Orde Baru. Enter. Sudah selesai. Berita di detik ini sudah berubah ya menjadi Fahri Hamzah rindu zaman Orde Baru. Ini orang tinggal screenshot lalu sebar hoaxnya. Demikian, terima kasih. Okay. Is it enough? Okay, then let's move on.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. So, in order to make this fact check, the very first step is to archive it, because as you can see for yourself, we can easily change the text of the post, not just the news from the news outlet, but also from social media. We can easily change that. So if we want to fact check this, the first step is to archive it. Screenshot, people can still accuse us that we ourselves that did we did the tampering. So by archiving, we can prove that we did not in any way tampered with the site in question. So what we use is webarchive.org, but I use it for years and I think this one is too slow. It's very slow. I think because everybody is using it. There's an alternative. So we can use archive.today or archive.st or the other archive websites. You can always install a Chrome extension. I already installed it. So you can open a website and just click on the extensions to archive it. But I have to warn you, not every website can be archived. For example, Facebook, I think they block this archiving websites. So the archiving websites cannot take the content of the Facebook. So we left with doing a screenshot after all. The next step, I think some of you already know about this. It's about power Googling. Power Googling is using Google parameters that we can search with pinpoint accuracy. For example, limit the search on particular domain. We only search for the title only of that website, for example, using double quotes to search the exact keywords, and also tools with the tools that we can select the time range. We can even pinpoint to just 1 day to find a news from a website, for example. This picture, this screenshot is how do you find Bill Gates meeting with the CIA in title in our site, the turnbackhawks.id, and then it will show this result. Okay, so the inspect element of the Chrome, as Rima says, she used it to confuse her friends. This is also an application that we can use to make a screenshot of a conversation in WhatsApp, but it's not an actual conversation. Oke, sekarang saya akan mengajarkan bagaimana caranya membuat screenshot percakapan WhatsApp. Oh, sorry. Dengan menggunakan aplikasi yang namanya WhatsMock. Okay, I will skip this because I forgot to change the video with the subtitled one. In a sense, we can use an application called WhatsMock or fake WhatsApp app for creating such a screenshot like this. This is in Indonesia. This is an artist, and we can screenshot those apps, and then we can say that, hey, this artist just asked me to have dinner with her. So that's how easy we can do a fake chat. And then there's deep fake. So do any of you know what is deepfake? I think some of you already know. Okay, Arsa Luis.
It is fabricated content, video content, picturing a person talking or doing something that the person never done.
Correct. Thank you. How about you, Aaron?
Yeah, it's just to continue our Lucy, just like edited video. If I'm going to be very simple, I'll just say like Photoshop of the video.
Correct. Yeah, the simplest way is Photoshop the video. You are correct. Okay, I will play a video for you guys. I would like to ask, does the sound comes out? Sorry? The sound, when I play the video, does the sound comes out?
At this moment, there is no sound. But
no. The last video that I played?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was all right.
Let's see about this deepfake.
Deepfake pada umumnya adalah gambar atau video palsu yang terlihat nyata seperti aslinya. Sebelumnya, animasi wajah realistik itu mahal dan hanya bisa dijangkau oleh studio-studio besar Hollywood. Dengan majunya ilmu komputer, animasi wajah lebih terjangkau bagi masyarakat umum. Ada berbagai software atau cara untuk membuat deepfake, seperti Fake App, Face Swap, Deep Face Lab, First Order Model. Kalau ini saya buat memakai First Order Model. Hasilnya lumayan, tapi yang membedakannya, cara ini hanya butuh satu gambar target, sementara yang lain butuh gambar yang banyak. Penggunaan negatif, deepfake Donald Trump kepada Belgia. Sebuah partai politik Belgia mengeluarkan video di mana Donald Trump memberikan nasihat-nasihat konyol untuk masyarakat Belgia.
Huge deal. As you know, I had the balls to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement, and so should you, because what you guys are doing right now in Belgium is actually worse. You agreed, but you're not taking any measures. Only blah 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 bing bang boom.
Videonya viral dan menimbulkan kemarahan. Tentunya video itu palsu. Mereka memposting videonya sebagai aksi menarik perhatian. Para pembuatnya mengira kualitas buruk videonya tidak akan menipu siapapun. Walaupun di akhir video, Trump sendiri mengatakan kalau video ini palsu.
We all know that climate change is fake, just like this video.
Okay. Do you guys see that video clearly? So
Yes.
the first person there is our president, Joko Widodo. His face is being used to speak the narrator. So that's how easy using the application that's mentioned to use the application and then create a deepfake video. So even a bad quality video such as this Donald Trump video, it still can manage to incite rage from the Belgian people. They don't know that this is just a deep fake. That is the danger of the deepfake in social media. Okay, so in order to do fact checking, one of the tools that we will commonly use is reverse image search. We can use Google image search, image.google.com. We can use Bing. We can use TinEye. We can use Yandex. There's an extension called search by image here. You can always add it to your Chrome. Yeah. And this extension is fantastic. It can search in 40 image search engines. 40. So just go ahead and install these extensions. You can do image search as easy as right-clicking on the image. And this plugin, this search by image plugin, can also search pictures extracted from a video. So you can just click on the search by image icon and then select the video that you want to search, and the plugin will try to extract the frames from the video, and then you select which frame that you want to search, and then you can do the search. So for you guys that use smartphones, you can also use Google Lens. So you just pick your phone and then take a picture or take a screenshot and then feed it to Google Lens. And then Google Lens will try to search by using the Google image search. And then you can find all the pictures that are found by Google. So this is the interactive part again. Let's check. I believe you know Richard Branson. Richard Branson is the founder of Virgin Atlantic, and he creates among other people, among other billionaires, I should correct this, a spaceship. So this is a news that I screen capture from Reuters. It says that Richard Branson's Blue Origin to make history with unpiloted civilian space flight. Can you guys tell, is this true or not? So how do we check this? We can check the narrative. Is it true? Richard Branson's Blue Origin to make history with unpiloted civilian space flight. We can just copy those title and then do a Google search. Also, we can check the news site. So we can copy that title on Google and then add the parameter site, such as, I will stop the share. Let's do this together. I will share my screen. Wait. Okay. Let's find my browser. Okay. So, apparently my Zoom navigation blocks my Chrome browser. Hey. So we can just type, for example, Richard Branson, and then we limit this to only routers, such that. Okay, I typed the wrong website name. It should be routers. There. Then you can see that, wow, this is a different person. In the picture, there's a guy with no hair. Who is this? Okay. It's practically different with Richard Branson that we try to find on routers. This guy still have hair. So this is actually Richard Branson. Okay. So how do you find, so we already know that, okay, this is not Richard Branson. So, but this is from routers. So how come it's not true? Let's try to find this in our browser, Richard Branson, Blue Origin, to make history with unpiloted civilian spaceflight. Richard Branson's Blue Origin. Make history with unpiloted civilian spaceflight. We can make this to limit search just on the title, in title. Okay, and then we put a double quote. We cannot find it because this means that routers never publish a story with a title like this. So how do we find it? Probably we already know that the person is not Richard Branson. So probably we can delete this, the name of the person. Then do the search again. Okay, still cannot find it. Blue Origin make history with unpiloted civilian space flight. So what's wrong? Okay, we know that double quotes means that Google have to find the exact wording. So, okay, what about if we don't use the double quotes? Can we find it? This is with the same title. Okay. Now we have found it. This is the same picture as this. So we found out that the news are correct, but the name of the person have been changed. Okay, I already shown you how to find it with this example. Do you guys already tried it yourself? Have you found it, or you already knew that this is Jeff Bezos? Okay, Anna.
I knew that it is Bezos, and I just I just waited.
Okay, yeah. Well, I guess in Europe, this kind of news is everyday news for you guys. So, but in Indonesia, who is Jeff Bezos? Who is Richard Branson? Those those two people are not popular here. But okay, but you already Anna already knew the person. How about the others? Have you tried it using the Google parameter?
Yes, I used it. At first glance, I didn't recognize him, but when I tried to use Google parameters, I found it out.
Okay, great. So yeah, for people that don't know who the person is at the picture, so they can do narrative search, or they can also do image search on the image itself. So let's try it. So I already saved this. Let's try an image search. Can I do it? Okay. So you can see I can search by image and then just try Google. And then you see that, yeah, it found the similar picture here. That's how easy you use the search by image extension. Just right click like this and then search by image. It can find in 40 search engines. So I recommend you guys to install this. Okay, let's get back to the presentation. Okay, we have reached the last session, the video and location verification. So how much time I have left? Sorry. 3 o'clock. So it's just 1 hour, yeah? Okay. So I still have 2 hours. As usual, I have a prepared video for you about how to create fake video in just under 2 minutes. Let's see.
Kita akan mengedit video dengan menggunakan Canva. Pertama, kita klik video, create blank. Kalau sudah terbuka, kita pilih templates, kita masukkan kata kuncinya news. Nanti akan muncul beberapa template soal news, berita. Kita pilih salah satu. Nah, kalau sudah, kita hapus dulu video yang dari template tersebut. Kemudian kita upload video yang sudah kita siapkan di handphone atau di PC kita. Kalau sudah, masukkan, klik kanan, kemudian set video as background. Nah, kita tinggal edit tulisan-tulisan yang sudah ada di template tadi. Oke, ini Korea Selatan. Kemudian untuk beritanya kita rubah menjadi pohon ginkgo berusia 1400 tahun di Korea Selatan. Kemudian kita tinggal sesuaikan panjang pendeknya elemen yang ada di template tersebut, kita sesuaikan. Terus untuk the news-nya kita ganti jadi e-news. atau bisa diganti Metro News atau berita yang lain. Untuk ukurannya kita sesuaikan. Oke, hasil akhirnya seperti ini.
Okay, so that's how easy to create a fake video in just under 2 minutes using canva.com. So do any of you guys understand Indonesian language? I don't, okay, I don't think so. So I have to point it out to you that I made a mistake here. In the subtitles, I wrote North Korea, but in fact, North means in Indonesia is Utara. So Korea Selatan is actually South Korea. So I made a mistake there. But here in Indonesia, we have a TV station called iNews. So it's very easy to fake the video and then said that this is from the iNews station. With news station that use a logo or not just letters, it should be more difficult to make this fake video. But as you can see, creating this video online, you don't need Photoshop, you don't need Adobe Premiere, you just use an online tools and then just churn out this video that you can create yourself. So this is how easy in the internet to create videos. Have you guys tried canva.com? Probably for making greeting cards.
Yes,
Okay, Tekla.
I sometimes use Canva, but I never imagined that it's possible to make such fake videos. I will try.
Yes, Canva. I also know Canva about making greeting cards, but lately they are progressing and they make this all kind of products. You can create flyers, you can create videos like this. So it's really easy to use. And also, yeah, making people easy to create hoaxes. But Mafindo's hope, or my hope, that when people realize that creating videos like this is very easy, people will be more critical, will be more skeptical when they found videos on the internet or on social media. So they can think that, is this true or not? So when people start to think like that, I hope that hoaxes are not easily spread. Any questions? Okay, I would like ask the moderator. Previously, we talked about break between sessions. Do you want to have it now or later? Because I believe here is 3 o'clock. That means there is 12 o'clock. Maybe you guys want to have a short lunch or maybe things like that. Aaron?
Usually our breaks are for 10 minutes. I'm not sure that will be enough for lunch, but I'm also sure that the guys are prepared for that. So who will have 10 minutes, and it's up to you whether to have it now or a bit later. What about you guys?
Okay.
How do you feel when you want to go?
Do you want to continue or do you want to have your break now? Okay, there's a chat. Sorry. I use Canva. Okay, Nicholas said 10 minutes will be perfect. How about you guys? Okay. So we get here in 10 minutes.
Great. Then it's 12:14. Maybe we will meet at 12:15 Georgian and Armenian time, and 3:15, right? For you, that will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you in the next 10
Then,
minutes.
yeah, see you after 10 minutes.
Sorry, Aaron, you want to say something?
No. I just repeated the time.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. 10 minutes. Yeah. Sorry, my mic is off, so I already speak. Okay, as you can see, I have strong light in my face because the sun is on my right side, and Indonesia is a tropical country, so when there's no cloud like today, it's really strong. Okay, Aaron, can we start or should we wait?
No, I think it's time to start. I guess they'll be joining. Or guys, are you here?
Yes,
Okay,
me.
let me share my screen. Share sound. Okay. Okay. I know I said this is the last session, but also the last session is the longest session because we are trying to check two things, video and location, and those two things are not that simple to check. So let's check a video, but how? So with the previous session, I already show you how to search. Yeah, we can use the narrative, we can use the keywords on the titles, for example, on the news title. But on a video, there are ways to check. For example, check the narrative. The narrative, it means that what is the caption that accompanies the video. We can check the text that accompanies the caption on the video. And then we can also check what's inside of that video. Like check the video contents, identify the objects, then try to search by keywords. And then just like checking a picture, we can extract interesting frames from the video. So you just play the video, and then when there's a frame that you think that this is can be searched, you just pause the video, do a screenshot, and then try a reverse image search. Or we have also a tool, a specialized tool like Infit. Infit as extensions to Chrome that you can install. So for example, let's try to install Infit. So in Chrome, I would like you to try, click the 3-point menu. I will show you. Where's my Chrome? Okay. Click the 3-point menu and then choose more tools and then extensions. And then click this burger menu on the top left side. And then go to the bottom, open Chrome Web Store. And then you just search Infit. Then you will find this. Okay, I will click it. And because I already added on my Chrome, the button here says remove from Chrome. But for you guys that haven't done already, click add to Chrome. It will install. This Infit is from Fake News Debunker by Infit and We Verify. And this is a very valuable tool to have to check videos. In short time, I will show you how to use it. Okay, everybody already installed Infit? I will wait. Or if I may ask, have any of you already used Infit to do fact checking? No? Aaron, no?
Yes, I did.
Oh, Rima. Okay, so we have
I installed
one
it but didn't use yet.
Oh, it's okay. So Rima, how do you think about Infix?
I guess this tool is very comprehensive in order to check photos and videos and like other stuff. Like what's the most important thing? It's divide the video into frames, so it makes easier for you to use, for example, to find something by that frame.
Yeah, great answer. Yeah, I use it too because I already show you that we can always play the video and then pause and then take a screenshot, but that take a long time, especially when the video have a longer duration. So with Infit, that job or that workflow is automated.
I'm sorry, may I use it by phone or only with laptop in vid?
Oh, unfortunately, Infit can only be used with computer right now. It cannot be used with smartphone.
Okay.
And with certain browsers such as Chrome and Firefox.
Firefox, yeah. So if you're using Mac, you cannot use it with Safari or Windows with Edge. Okay, let's move on. So I hope you guys already installed Infit. So this is what you see when you launch Infit. You get this. If you seen this for the first time, maybe you will get overwhelmed. But for this tutorial, we will only use keyframes. There's a lot of other things there that you can use: analysis, YouTube thumbnails, Twitter search, magnifier. You can also check for metadata and for video rights. Video rights, for example, when you upload to YouTube, the uploader can set the license there. So it's Creative Commons or other than that, and this can check that license. There's also forensic. But for this tutorial, we will use keyframes. So in order to use it, you can always use an online video, but for this tutorial, you have to prepare the video first. So you download it to your computer and then use a local file and then submit. So when you upload it, depends on the duration of the video. If it's short, then it will take not a long time. But if it's long, then yeah, you have to be patient. So let's dive in. Yeah, the video also shows a diver. Here I will play this video, but I will also in the end will give you the link to download this video so we can learn together. Let's see this video. Okay, the video is fortunately short. The narrative from the video news title, a woman diver attacked by a whale. So you can see that this is in Indonesian language. The translation is a woman diver attacked by a whale. And coincidentally, the objects on the video itself the main object is a diver and also a whale. If you want to download it, wait, I will give you the link. I will put it on the chat. If you guys want to check with us, then please download the video. It's about 19 megabytes. Okay, so how do we do a check on video? We can use the narrative. For example, here, the narrative is in Indonesian language. A whale attacks a woman diver. We can also extract frames by pausing the video at the right moments. For example, we can play the video and then try to find, for example, this shows the face of the diver. So hopefully we can find her, or what's her name here. But also we can use infit. So let's try it. I hope you guys also try this yourself, yeah? So we can learn together. Where is it? Okay, so I will expand this, and then you click on the infit icon extension here. So you click, and then it will launch this pop-up box. So you just open toolbox. There are selections: video analysis, keyframes, thumbnails, metadata, and video rights. Also, Rima already mentioned, you can also check image like that, image analysis. This is new, image analysis. OCR, it can read. It can also read. Check GIF and forensic. This tools is very comprehensive, but for this tutorial, I will only highlight the keyframes. So we click the keyframes. And then we can choose whether we put a link or we put a file. I already gave you the link to the file. You can download it. So we choose file and then choose upload. Upload the file. Okay, this is the video. Whale attack. Okay, you can see that it's selected, and then we click submit. After we click submit, we wait for the video being uploaded.
Your internet is much faster than mine.
Really?
Yeah, it uploaded so quickly. I got jealous.
Really? Indonesia is not famous for their internet connection.
Can I use this chance and complain that internet in Georgia is very, very slow?
No,
like
you
very
cannot.
slow.
No, you cannot. Thank you very much.
I don't know. I just know about the internet there. So I thought that in Europe countries, the internet should be better here than in Indonesia.
Depends on the country, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm in a big town, Jakarta, so yeah, the internet is supposedly better than any other cities here in Indonesia. So if you use Infit, as you can see, the keyframes are being selected, are being extracted for you automatically. In this short video, we can see that, okay, there's 9 frames. And then, oh, sorry, just, okay. And there's also more keyframes like this. So you don't have to play the video and pause it every time. And then we know that there's 27 frames that extracted from this video. And the beauty of Infit that you don't need another extension to do an image search. You just can click it and then it will search it to Google image search. For example, what I want to let's try this face. It will automatically send us to the unfortunately, oh, it found page that include matching image. So this is the woman diver. You have to just scroll down because this search result is not very helpful. Also, these faces here, I don't think one of them is the woman diver. But if you scroll down enough, there will be pages that include matching image. Then I think this is the same woman diver. Let's click it. Have I clicked it? Okay, now I have a slow internet. Waiting for google.com. Or any of you guys already tried this? I will probably you guys have more faster result than me here. I already clicked and it just shows waiting for google.com. Okay, it just went bonkers. I don't think if I try again it will help, but let's try it. Okay. It changed the web page. It's loading now at a very slow pace. Sorry. I think Teona jinxed my internet connection.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, still blank page. But this morning when I tried also, I got this slow connection. So it's not very stable here in Indonesia, the connection. Still not showing. Maybe you guys have any luck than me?
I have actually I can share this screen if you wish to.
Okay, can you share it?
Yeah.
Hey, this is the same page. and I cannot load it.
Yeah. So this is the article. I think it was French, but it's translated with Google
Yeah,
Translate.
it's translated. So the name of the woman diver is Nan Hauser. So how about the explanation about the video? Did you find it? This one. So did the whale attacks her or not?
I did not see the attack part so far, so let's scroll down.
I think this is the same video.
Should I turn it on?
Yeah, just try it, just try it. I think this is the same video. Just longer. Rima, you want to ask question?
Yes, I want to say something. Actually, I translated this article into English, and it says that this whale is not attacking on this women, but otherwise protecting from a shark.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
As you can see, the video that I shared, you might guess it. It's also made using Canva. So the text is misleading. Okay, let's try it.
Have you seen this new flipbook creator? You can create flipbooks and ebooks in just 2 minutes.
Eko, I think your voice is muted.
Yeah, I just mute my microphone. So Anna here on the chat sent us this BBC News video, and I think it is the same video. You can see it yourself. Yeah, whale saves biologist from shark. So, okay, Teona, did you find what's the real news? You're still muted.
Yeah, so the article was like too long. I just had like had a look at it.
Skim it. It's okay. It's okay.
Like scanned it in my purse, but there was no attack actually. Like this woman is I don't know, like works like what was her profession? I don't remember, but like she
A
has,
marine biologist, if I remember correctly.
yeah, and she has a passion like to work with whales, and there was no attack mentioned in the article.
Okay, so the video that I shared with you guys is actually misleading on the title. So it's not a whale attacking a woman diver, but the whale is actually trying to warn the woman diver that there's a shark nearby. So the whale tries to push the woman diver away from the shark. Okay, so who else? I think Teona and Anna, and I forgot. Is it Rima that answered the? I forgot. Anna, Teona, and
Yes, I answered.
oh yeah, and Rima. Okay, okay. So that's how do we check the video. So it's not as easy as checking with a Google search, but it's not also very hard. So especially when we use InFit, you just click on the keyframes, and actually I already found it, but unfortunately my internet connection just works out. Oh, actually the website already finished load here in in my browser. Okay. let's get back to the presentation. I think this website is from Europe, so it loads very slowly in Indonesia. Where's my presentation? Okay, there it is. Okay, so let's move on. This is the InFit result that you can see for yourself if you use InFit to do the video checking. So this is probably the not so easy one to check. How do we do location verification? So the most obvious tool is Google Maps here. Google Maps shows you the map, but what we really need is the view from the location. So we have to use Google Street View or use Google Earth. There are also other options such as Bing Maps, Yandex Maps, or Baidu Map. These have their own pros. For example, Baidu is very detailed map of China in some parts. So let's try this. I will share you the video. Wait. Okay. That's the video that I will play for you guys here. The video have no sound, so don't worry. So this is a video from Guru Kota page in Facebook, and it says that there's a Bengal worker there that kicks back a tear gas to the pavilion. Let's see it again. Okay. I think the video is not playing correctly in my computer, but I already give you the link to the YouTube so you can see it for yourself. This is the QR code for the video. So this is one of the example of geolocation check case. First step is the video is a very low resolution, so we need to find a better resolution video. So this fact-checking group, Fact Crescendo in India, they use InFit also to find a better video, and then they found it. So after using InFit, they found Indonesia that this is actually an Indonesian demonstrator kicking back a tear gas canister while evading water cannons. Yeah. Do I have the video? Wait. Okay, I will share you the link. On the chat, I have shared the link of the Fact Crescendo article about this particular video. Let's see. Moving on, the second step is after Fact Crescendo found a much clearer video, they can identify the police truck that's inside the video. So they found that the police truck is actually not from India. They found that the police truck is from Indonesia, Indonesian police truck. And after they found it, they also found a location keyword. On the very bottom here of the screenshot, you can find Gorontalo. So the video is taken from Gorontalo. And then the final step. The final step is to check whether if the video that's being shared have the same landmarks on the Google Maps. Here I will share you the link to the Google Maps. So in using Google Maps, you try to search the location first, Gorontalo, there. Let's try to see it. Okay. This is the location. As you can see, there's the big screen here that's showed on the video that I shared with you guys. And also, this is the bridge wall. The same color, the same pattern. So this is Ahmad Yani Road. It's called in Gorontalo Simpang 5, 5 cross section, not cross section, 5 crossing because there are 5 roads merging in one point here in this big screen here. So if you play the video, you can see that this is the exact same place. And this is not India as the Baju Kota claims it's to be. Here. Here you can see that this is the same bridge wall. This is also the same big screen that shows, I think if we can go back. Here, this is the same big screen. Okay. Time shows that it's 4 o'clock here. That means I have for 1 hour left. Yeah. So 1 hour left. Let's try to find this. Apologize because I use an Indonesian posting here. You guys can see it. I will share the link. Okay, the link is not there. Wait. Okay. Please give me a moment. I will try to find this. I think I have it on my browser. Wait. Oh, yeah, I have it. Sorry, I forgot to put the link there. I will share the screen again. I will put the link here on the chat. So this post, I think you can translate it in English, Facebook. I think Facebook, because it's already in Indonesian language, so it's it doesn't offer any translation. But I think you guys can see that this is being translated, but I will translate it for you. So this guy, Halim Chokro, claims that this is Dieng Mountain. Dieng Mountain is a mountain in Jawa, Indonesia. And it shows that it's being a snowy mountain, just like in Alpen. It shows that in the foreground, it says Gerbang Tol Salatiga. It means that it's a gate for tol there. It names it Salatiga Gerbang Tol, Salatiga Gate, it means. So can you guys try to find it? Is it true? But I guess if you already seen it, then it's already it's already been flagged like this, but it's okay. We will use this as an exercise on how do we check this. Because it already says that, okay, this is not, but I hope you don't click on that. We will try to find it ourselves. So any of you guys have any suggestion? Where do we start? Google Maps or searching for the narrative? Any
I
ideas?
can't open the link. The Facebook doesn't show nothing when I click.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, but you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will screen capture this and then share it to you guys. Wait. I think I already screen captured this in my presentation. Okay.
Can I
My
ask
Facebook
another?
labeled this as false information.
Correct. If you can open the
Checked by
Facebook, then
independent fact checkers, yeah.
by AFP, yeah. If you click on that link, then you can find how they find it, but probably we can try to find it ourselves.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to exit first.
Isn't it
Okay.
Everest?
It's actually not Everest.
Really?
Yeah, really. It's actually in America. Okay, Salatiga. Yes, it is written as false news. But let's try to find out ourselves. Wait, where is my pictures? Okay, I share it on the chat, the screen cap of the Facebook post here.
Thank you.
Any suggestion? What we do first? Probably find out what Mount Daeng looks like.
Maybe
Agree?
we can search on map as a Salatiga.
Okay, that's a great suggestion. So I will open Google Maps here. So what the keyword? What do we use? We can try it verbatim there. Gerbang Tol Salatiga. This picture is a picture of the gate. Can you see on your screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to ask first, how many of you often use Google Maps?
I use
I
it pretty
prefer
often.
Google Earth.
Almost daily, searching for that restaurant, right? Okay.
Well,
For
I just moved to a new city where I don't know anything, so most probably I'm ending up there very often.
oh, okay. But for on the looking for a roads that alien for you, or you don't, you are not familiar. I don't use Google Maps. I use Waze. Do you know Waze?
No, I don't know that one, but anything I'm searching on Google, it of course suggests firstly its own map. So sometimes it's kind of, but I
Yes.
don't know about the one you are offering. What's that?
So it have a different function. So with Google Maps, you try to look for places, right? You try to look for direction. This is useful if you don't have, or you try to find direction with by walking, by transport, public transport, or by your own vehicle. Waze is a crowdsourced map. It means that the map itself is not from surveying or from Google Maps. The map is made by the member itself, by the user itself. So they track the movement of the user, and then they create, they pave roads on their maps. So what's the difference? The difference is with Waze, you get a real-time traffic information. So you know which traffic is congested or not. Google Maps also shows this, but it's not as real-time as Waze. So you can say Waze is like a balancer that spreads the user of Waze so that they don't crowd on the same road. It will find either the shortest road or the fastest way to go from point A to B. That is Waze. But Waze is only useful is if the place that you use also there's a lot of Waze user. If the Waze user is only yourself or only a handful, then it's not better than Google Maps. So back to this. What is the next step? We use Street View. The Street View is on your bottom right. The icon is people in orange color here. Street View image. So you click, then the map changes, showing a cyan or blue lines here. It means that on those blue lines or cyan lines, there's a picture. Or anybody already found the mountain? No?
I guess I found it. I wrote down in chat. You can see.
Oh, okay.
Me too.
Yeah, we have a couple of comments, different ones.
Okay. Mount Merbabu. Okay.
I found it by Google image reverse search.
Mount Shasta, correct. Mount Shasta is correct. It's not Aspen or apa? Or I forgot the mountain range in Asia there. California, Mount Shasta. But okay, so
I
let's
used
try
Google
to.
image search just, and it found it.
Yeah, unfortunately, this already being debunked. So I think if you click on the AFP or on Turnback Codes, this is already being debunked. So, but it's okay. Let's try it. So first, we click here on the blue lines or the cyan lines. This is the gate itself. You can try it here or you can try it here. Let's try here. Now you can see it. This is the same gate. Let's try to move forward. Okay, there's no mountain. Is this the correct? What? Let's try to see on the other direction. No, there's no mountain. Okay, let's try the original direction. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, there's no mountain showing because it's obscured by the clouds there. Okay, let's go back. Let's try another. I already tried this. Oh, they updated the image, so we can see the mountain. It's supposed to be here, but we cannot see it again. Okay, so we found out that this is Mount Shasta in Klamath, America, not the Dieng Mountain. Also, one of you says that this is Mount Merbabu. I think we have to check it first, but Rima, from Rima. Okay, from Rima is Mount Merbabu. Is it Mount Merbabu? Let's try to find out. Mount Merbabu. Zoom out. I don't think this is Mount Merbabu. Let's go back again to Gerbang Tol Salatiga. Zoom out. Where's the mountain? Oh, I have to click this first. Oh, you are correct there. It's Mount Merbabu here. That's the nearest mountain, Mount Merbabu National Park. Okay, Rima, you are correct. Okay, let's go back to the slides, and then I still have 45 minutes. Okay. I think there's only three three slides left. So how do we know something is not right? We at Mavindo, yeah, this is not very scientific, but it's a gut feeling. Something is off. So if it's too good or too bad to be true, then it's most likely it's not true. For example, the picture of the mountain, the snowy mountain in Indonesia. If for people in Indonesia, we are in a tropical country, so having a snowy mountain means that the mountain itself should be very high, but Merbabu itself is only 3,000 meters. It's not that high. So yeah, something is off. Then after doing some checking, we found out that that's not Dieng, or it's actually Merbabu, but it's also not Merbabu because the real mountain is Mount Shasta in America. What's next? A complete news have all of the 5W H1 or 1H actually. The when, the location, where, the when is what time, and then where, the location, and then who is involved, what is happening, and why is that happening, and then the last one is how is it happening. So a complete news, we can probably sure that it's not a disinformation or a hoax. A hoax usually have one or more of this element cannot be checked or absent. We have still 45 minutes, so I think we can do an open discussion because this is my final thoughts. So you can see this. I will share this in the chat. Wait, this. It doesn't copy it yet. Wait. I share with you global trustworthiness index in 2021 in the chat section. So first, there is no silver bullet for fact checking. I have more than 20 years of experience in IT. So it's kind of like programming. You can code, the code is exact, but how you code is not an exact science. The codes are, but how we use it, it is an art. So if the on your first try you don't find it, don't give up. Just try again with let's change the keyword or change the tools that we use. And hopefully with experience, you will do fact checking more easier and more accurate. Second is common sense is not so common. This is why hoax still works. So common sense is how we use our common sense. Common sense is limited by the things that we know. For example, I'm an Indonesian. I live in a tropical country. You guys are in Europe, if I'm not mistaken. It's correct, right? Europe, in the Europe area. So probably you don't know about Indonesia. So when there's a picture showing there's a snowy mountain, you don't immediately think that is a wrong picture. But as an Indonesian, I know that there's no way a snowy mountain here in Indonesia. So that is common sense. How common sense work. It depends on what you already know. So that's why there's a saying, common sense is not so common. If you don't use your knowledge, then you are not using your common sense. And then the last one here is please refrain from using the term fake news because it's doing more harm to news outlets. The term fake news is being abused by Donald Trump when he was in office. So news outlet like CNN, he labels it fake news. That's damage being done because as you can see for yourself, this is a graphic survey for the global trustworthiness in the whole world. We can see that journalists have minus 10%. That is very bad because even lawyers, although they are low, they are still higher than journalists. And I think this is very wrong. You can see that doctors is up there, 54%. I think that's caused by the pandemic. People are trying to find information, so they come to the doctors, and also scientists, teachers also. But yeah, the one that makes me sad that how come journalists are not being trusted? Okay, we have about 40 minutes. Amen, do you have any suggestion? Amen, sorry. Aren?
No, I don't have a suggestion, but I had a question regarding trust towards journalists in Indonesia. Are they kind of, they are more or less disrespected in this region? Well, at least they are not well respected. What about Indonesia's experience? Is being a journalist something respectful?
It's really the same problem here. There's a video, a journalist being harassed here in Indonesia by the majority of Muslims here because they are covering an event and it's not going their way. So there's a difference between respect and trust. With trust, you will respect them, but yeah, those come hand in hand. In Indonesia, we have also the same problem because I think this problem is not only in Indonesia. It happens all around the world because the conventional, the traditional newsmaking is being eroded by the internet, especially the social media, such as Facebook, that can show their own news. Susanik, you have something to say?
You're unmuted, Susanik.
You're still mute. You're still mute.
Sorry, I just wanted to mention that because of the fake news that is spreading all the internet, the TV, and on social media, the reputation of journalists are very low. So, but I never could think about this not using fake news. You said that it's something harmful to use fake news. So now I will start like think whether to use this or not to use this, because it can be really harmful for journalists and for media who creates really news, and they really do a huge job.
Yeah, agree.
So yeah, it was something new for me.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't mean don't use the term fake news, but if you can avoid using it, use other terms like hoax, disinformation, misinformation. We call it as it is, because when we say fake news, we are also hurting ourselves. We are also making people like don't believe the news that are being made by journalists. Okay, back to Aren about Indonesian journalists. So yeah, it's the same problem here. I was trying to tell you that all over the world, the news industry is being eroded by the new technology platform that can deliver news freely, right? You can see news from YouTube, from Instagram, from TikTok. They are not real news, but people consume it as if that they are news. And the news industry, the media, the journalists have to compete with that. So in Indonesia, and I believe this also happens all over the world, they use what we call clickbait. You know the term clickbait, right?
Yeah, it's very common around the world.
Yeah, it's common. So they use such a bombastic title to bait people to reading their news, but this backfires because when they actually read the news and then they found out that it's not like on the title says, it's making more and more people distrust the news, right? So Mavindo here, yeah, we are collaborating with AMSI, Asosiasi Media Cyber Indonesia. It means online media association, and also AJI, Asosiasi Jurnalis Independent or Independent Journalist Association. We are trying to rectify this. We are trying to make guidelines on how we are supposed to create news that are trustworthy, so that we can make people here in Indonesia trust the news again. I'm not saying that all of the news here are not trusted, but as you can see for yourself on the graphic, the journalist is minus 10%. So that needs to be fixed. So we are in December, this next December, we are having a summit to discuss about these guidelines for the online media outlet.
Good luck with that. Hopefully it will work. Yeah, but Eko, if you are done, I would like to give the floor to the participants, and maybe they have questions and thoughts to share.
Yeah. I hope anybody have any questions or have something to share. I believe all of you are either journalists or student.
Guys, do you have questions?
Actually, can I start before the participants?
Yeah.
So I was wondering, like the examples that you shared regarding COVID fake news, like what the disinformation about COVID says in Indonesia. I was wondering, do you also investigate who are like what kind of groups are behind those misinformation? Because like the storylines are the same in each country, but I'm sure like there are different kind of groups that are trying to like promote this kind of news. So do you also investigate, and do you have like an idea who is promoting like this anti-vaccine movement in Indonesia?
Okay, so that is a tough question. So, but first, I would like to say that as Mavindo are neutral, independent. So officially, our stance is we do not investigate who are the person behind those hoaxes. That is our official stance. But we do have, we are building, developing software. You can call it an AI to track this the spread of hoaxes. We call it SNA, the social network analysis. The software or the platform itself, we call it Barata. Barata is like war a war person in our mythology. So we do try to find out. But we don't share it, because we try to make this as an internal investigation or for the research and development. But we also have results. For example, in 2019, we have this election, the presidential election, and also the regional election. We have it summarized in a 2020 report. So what we found out is that since 2014, these hoaxes, all of the hoaxes, including the COVID-19 hoaxes, it's a scheme or a technique to divide and conquer the people of Indonesia. So you can divide people in Indonesia by many schemes, such as their political how do you say it? what is their
Okay.
political preference, yeah, what is their political preference, and also by religion. You know, Indonesia is more than 90% is Muslim, so just throw religion related, especially Muslim, that COVID-19 vaccine is haram or not kosher, then it will just viral itself. But again, we found out that the hoaxes are being produced to divide and conquer the people of Indonesia. So, you know, when the people are not having the same common enemy, they are clashing with themselves horizontally. Yeah, it's easier to destabilize the government or the Indonesia as the whole. We are finding this out. So yeah, I think they are being funded, but we still cannot find out which state or or institution or political party that's using it, but we have our suspicion. And I think every country has more or less the same problem.
Yes. For instance, in Georgia, like we like fact checkers often identify that like this scheme is directed towards like Russia. And here are also journalists here, so like correct me if I'm mistaken, but we like the hoaxes like COVID-19, because even though Georgia is very polarized, both parties. Do you hear my voice? Because it says my internet is on.
Yeah, but it's still, I can still listen to you.
Okay, so regarding like COVID anti-vaccine thing, like fact checkers are saying that it comes from like Russia, because even though the country is polarized, both parties they are not against vaccination, so like they are not promoting anti-vaxxer thoughts or like disinformation. So those kind of things come from like outside, but also of course there are internal sources of hoax and disinformation. So it really depends. For us, the issue is internal but also external.
Okay. I can also inform you that last last week there's a lawsuit directed to the government. I think there's 10 lawsuits from the anti-vaxxers movement here in Indonesia. They are suing the government. I just can't think why would they do that, but yeah, they're doing it.
And what is the reason? Like, what are they suing for?
They are blaming the government for the not misconduct, the mismanagement of the pandemic in Indonesia. They are saying that the vaccination is being forced like that. They are saying that the government is not blackmailing, is making hostage of the transportation system, because here in Indonesia, if you want to go from one city to another using airplane, you have to do a check first, a swab check first. So they are suing the government because of that. It happens in Indonesia. Anybody else? Or maybe want to ask any question? I'm open.
We don't need the screen shared anymore, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so we can
Okay.
stop to see each other better, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
amazing. Questions?
Indonesian language is so beautiful. Really? What?
We have
Sorry for my
internet.
ignorance. What language is native to you?
Who wants to answer?
Sorry?
Armenian.
Can you type it on the chat?
Armenian.
Each of us has our
Armenian.
own native language. Georgians speak Georgian and Armenians to speak Armenian.
Oh, you have your own languages.
Yeah.
Okay, but each other can understand?
No, it's those are completely different, and we have our own alphabets as well.
Cyrillic?
No, it's not
No.
Latin, it's not Cyrillic. We have our own unique alphabets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry for my ignorance.
No, that's fine. We're pretty far from each other. Although we're pretty far from each other, but I'm sure that the hoaxes we're discussing are pretty similar in both in your region and in our region. And here, most of the participants are acting journalists, and some of them are students. So maybe we can see here what are the common hoaxes we've been facing regarding whether we are in Indonesia or in Armenia or Georgia. Echo were telling us some hoaxes, and what about the ones that were sounding similar to the ones you've heard in Armenia or Georgia, or the ones that you can offer us to learn about now?
Well, maybe you can just check the turnbackhoax.id and do the keyword false, and then try to find out if there's anything that's similar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my
I'm
name,
sure the
Eko
participants
Juniarto.
have the idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Karin. Oh my God,
What's
I
about
forgot.
your countries? What is happening in Armenia and Georgia? What are the theories spread around the vaccination?
Yeah, how about the vaccination there? In Indonesia, the first dose reached about 70%, but that's the first dose. The people that have both doses, I think it's only 40%.
40.
Susanik, you want to say something?
Vaccination, it's a very sad situation in Armenia because it's like less than 50%, 15%.
15.
Yes.
Why?
It's less because people don't trust, because of the anti-vaxxers, they spread the misinformation and disinformation about, because we don't know what kind of vaccine these are, because not that much people use this. We don't know how it will affect people's body and health and so on. A lot of things. Also, this 5G misinformation, probably, put our body and so on.
Sorry, Susanik, your voice is breaking up.
Yeah. Sorry, it's my connection.
Shoshanik, we are having trouble with your internet connection. Maybe you can try to talk to us after switching on your camera.
Or try to type it on the chat.
Yeah, or maybe write in the chat. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Anna, how about you?
I wanted to add that I am fact-check journalist, and I and my colleagues do a lot of fact checks about vaccines. For example, about topics that mRNA vaccines destroy our DNA, or vaccines are dangerous. There are a lot of disinformation and misinformation in Armenia, and that's why people don't trust vaccination and don't go to get their vaccines. And it is very important to check that misinformation and show people that anti-vaxxers spread a lot of misinformation about it, and they need to have the right information and to trust vaccines and get their vaccine shots.
Okay. I forgot. Susanik is from where? Is it the same
Susanik is
Armenia?
from Armenia. Yeah, she's from Armenia.
Oh, so it's below 15%.
It's even less,
Yeah.
as long as I know. Guys, it's like around 7, right?
What is the vaccine that you use there?
Well, we have the Russian Sputnik, we have Chinese one, we have
Sinovac.
AstraZeneca, and recently we've got Moderna.
Okay. Before I go to Aaron, maybe Arsa Luis.
I'm about to bring another example. I guess you can first answer to RN.
No, I don't have a question. I was just answering to the question regarding the vaccination in Armenia. Go ahead, Arsha Luis, please.
Okay, thank you. The media outlet I'm working for, we're making digests about COVID disinformation twice in a month. And I chose just one example that is from, October 1st, like the first half of October. And one of the disinformation was that the COVID vaccination affects the DNAs, and a woman give birth to a child with a tail. This was like this information went viral, but when we checked the information, it turns out that the photo is just edited. And also, this is not disinformation that is originated in Armenia. It comes from somewhere else.
Okay, but about a baby having a tail, it's a documented phenomenon. It's called vestigial tail, and I don't think it's that uncommon. People just don't see it every day. It's a legacy of the human still having tails at 1 million years ago. So in Indonesia, there are AstraZeneca, Sinovac, Sinopharm, and from I forgot the name, from Johnson and Johnson and Moderna also.
Yeah, it's Johnson and Johnson, isn't it? Yeah.
Anna, you want to say something?
Yeah, I thought a lot about why people believe this kind of misinformation. For example, about the story about these tails, baby with tails after vaccination. And I think the reason is people actually don't understand what is DNA, what is RNA, what is mRNA, and what do vaccines. And I realized that I can make an article and talk with scientists in Armenia, with reliable scientists, and try to explain people what is DNA, what is RNA, what functions have these molecules, and try to explain people that it can't just disturb our DNA, and it will be helpful for people. Right now, I'm working on this article.
Yeah. In Indonesia, we have the same problem also. There's so much science term like DNA, RNA, mRNA, and not everybody understands it. So we call that hard science. Hard science, not just because it is a true science, but also it's hard to comprehend hard science. What we trying to do is fast science. Fast is it means that in popular terms, popular for the people to easier to understand. The same as Anna. So we try to make a more a readable article, a more down to earth articles explaining these kinds of vaccines. And yeah, one of the hoax tactic is using buzzwords, jargon, or scientific terms that people actually don't understand, but because they put it there, they think that this is true. Things like that. So yeah, we also trying the same strategy.
Actually, I have a question. Aaron, did you want to say something?
Go on, Tona, please go ahead.
So, as far as I understood, more or less we have the same disinformation type of like news, but even though like Indonesia has much higher rates on vaccination, like you mentioned, up to 70%, right? Even though
First dose.
First dose, yeah. In Georgia, first dose is 36, and even though we have like all sorts of vaccination, like Sinopharm and Sinovac, but also Pfizer and AstraZeneca. So it's like really up to a person to choose. But still, we have 36, which is quite low. Like, what do you think? What did Indonesia do in terms of like effectively debunking those disinformation? Because we more or less have these campaigns, but I don't think it's working.
I think the solution is not universal. It's depends on the culture, the regional, what's happening in those specific places. For example, in Indonesia, Asians for in general, they are communal. Communal means that they want to eat together, they want to go to the mall together, like that, seeing each other. And this pandemic, they cannot do that because we have restrictions, work at home, or only 50% can go to the office, things like that. So what I see in Indonesia, why the vaccination works, is not because they believe that vaccine actually works, or a vaccine is it's a way to stop the pandemic, but because they want to go see each other, they want to go to the mall, they want to go to other cities, and the restriction is they have to be vaccinated first. Here in Indonesia, I think one of the reason is that, yeah. Also, we have this movement from the government. We call it GNLD, Gerakan Nasional Literasi Digital, or National Movement of Digital Literacy, since 20 of May. Yeah. In that movement, we have the same kind of webinars, and we have five speakers there explaining with their own expertise about how do we go about in the internet, on the social media, how do we do transactions, all those things that we have to do on the internet because of the pandemic, like work from home, like doing the monthly, what do you call it, belanja? Sorry, my English is not how to stock up. We have to do online transaction like that. So that's why we have this this national movement. Indonesia have 275 million people. So when I say that 70%, you can make a mental calculation that 70% is more than 100 million doses. So the problem is not just convincing people to take their shots, but also the logistics. Indonesia have 17,000 islands, and people live on those islands. So we have logistics problem. As you know, Indonesia is one of the first country that accept and use Sinovac from Chinese because that's what's available last year. So yeah, we have those logistics problems that in Indonesia, the target is 2 million doses per day. So I don't know how big the population in Armenia or Georgia, and I don't know if it is one land, continuous land, or it's islands like Indonesia. But here it is a big undertaking to give vaccination to all of the people here in Indonesia.
You'll be surprised, I guess, if you know that Armenia's population is around 3 million and Georgia's population is around 4 million only.
Oh, the Jakarta where I live is about 17 million people.
Yeah, so Jakarta is around to Armenia and Georgia together.
Yeah. Okay.
Arsha Luis left in the chat the link to the digest she was telling us about. They are available in English and mostly covering myths regarding the COVID. So if you are interested, you can check it up. Okay. Shushanik wrote a comment that one of that in Armenia, one of the myths is about infertility, about the COVID. By the way, this is kind of, it's not only in Armenia, but it's pretty global. And maybe it was spread in Indonesia to a colleague of mine from Romania was telling that a politician last week announced that, an anti-vax politician announced that vaccine causes infertility for 3 generations. Infertility for 3 generations.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure how does that work, but this is a myth that has been spread around the world.
Yeah.
Any other questions or feedbacks?
Yeah, infertility in 3 generations. Yeah, that's when I said common sense is not so common. If you are infertile, then yeah, you stop at 1 generation. Oh my God.
But that one was really funny.
So if you need my slides, I actually already make a link to the Google Drive, but I've double checked to my colleagues. They cannot open it because it's too big. So give me 1 or 2 days to make the video smaller so I can share it in the WhatsApp group.
Anything to add?
Okay.
Thank you very much, Eko.
You're welcome.
It was a very useful and interesting session. We like it very much. Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry, Anais, your coverage of the and fact-checking publications on the coronavirus are also available in English?
No, unfortunately, only in Armenian.
Infocom doesn't have English section?
We have English section, but not
But it's
these
news. Got it.
articles. These articles aren't translated in English.
So, okay, just feel free to share in our group chat any fact checks and news and topics that are related to our discussions, and we can continue the discussion there too. Thank you very much, Eko. Please, if you have something to add. Or
Okay, I have 4 minutes. So what
no,
I
it's
want
not
to
about
add...
the time. If you have something to share, please. If no,
okay. What I want to add is in 1920, the League of Nations make this agreement between countries about the use of the new technology that's emerging at that time in 1920s, that is television and radio. They know the impact because it can reach so large of population, and cannot be, if there's no rules in place, it cannot be controlled or monitored. So the League of Nations make this, I forgot the term, some kind of rules that it cannot be used for propaganda, it cannot be used for the dissemination of disinformation, things like we need right now for this new technology, internet and the social media platform. And I think not one country, except countries that are totalitarian like Chinese, or some countries like Vietnam in Asia, have put rules about the use of social media. I think Singapore is trying to make it, but have a pushback from their people. But yeah, this is the problem. If we don't put some kind of control on this new technology, then what we have is like this. People cannot differentiate between what is true, what is not. People cannot choose what is the correct way or the correct source of information. And this is what we all need to understand and try to find a solution. That's it from me.
great. It sounded optimistic in a way. So, hopefully we'll come up with the solutions. Thank you very much, everyone. And our next meeting will be on next Saturday. That's October 30, and we're going to talk about social media campaigns. I'm sure some of you are pretty aware of the topic, but for the rest of you, it will be, I hope it will be very interesting. Have a nice weekend. Ala, Tona, if you have something to add.
I would like to thank you all for participating, and a great special thanks to Echo for interesting session.
I will join the thank yous. Thank you, Echo. It was really, really interesting. For one thing, we learned the practical skills. And it's a bit difficult when you are like learning from online, but I think it was really successful. And for another thing, we like when we share or like learn or listen to information about like disinformation, etc., we always look up to like Western countries, and we have like Western speakers, like I, for instance, like always listen to their thoughts. But it's also so interesting to look around and like to see how world combats disinformation, because for me it was a bit surprising that even though we are not like in the same region, we are not neighbors, there's so much disinformation that circulates in both countries, and we can like learn so much from one another and to share like one another's experiences. So thank you for that, and also thank you for our participants. Like it's Sunday, it's week, like we have our sessions on weekends, but like they dedicate their weekends to like for their studies and for the network. So thank you so much. This was all for this week, and we will see you on the next week.
I have one request.
Yes, please.
I tried to copy from the chat, but I think I cannot copy the text. Can Karin and Tekla Adam type it again on WhatsApp so I can copy my name there?
Yeah, guys, so please write Eko's name in Armenian and Georgian in our chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all and have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good
Bye.
weekend.
It was a very interesting today, yes? Teona.
Yes, I think Shushanik is here.
Yeah, I am going. Hello, everyone, and yeah, we are together. So, how was it? I was following. It seems like it was more interesting.
Yes.
How it went comparing to yesterday.
So like when we were discussing like at the end of the seminar, and I said that like it would be nice if whatever like the mentor did, we did it ourselves. Like that's how Eko did it this time, and it was really engaging and really interesting. Even though like this geolocation and finding you know the like fake news, etc., like even though that could be a bit technical, when everybody is doing together, it somehow is fun and you know engaging. So I liked it and I enjoyed it, and I think people learned like practical skills from today's session.
Thank you very much, Teona, and thank you for the moderation today.
Yeah.
And John, hello first. And
Yeah, hi, sorry, I left. I left automatically.
No worries.
I said bye and left.
How was it, Aren? Teona shared her feedback. So, what do you think? How was it today?
Yeah, I think it was interesting. The practical part I really liked. I'm not sure that everyone was engaged, but the one who was engaged, who were engaged, I think that was very useful for them.
And I like Teona's comment about that we always look into Western speakers and experts to see how they combat this information. And this time it was like from another world, not that much known to us. But yeah, the problems seemed the same, like all over.
Yeah, so I kind of saw our like this project's added value because in that regard, because I'm sure like they like people could very easily attend to conferences and like workshops with like Western trainers, but this was a kind of a bit unique perspective to have like a speaker from Indonesia, so I liked it.
I agree very much. So
it was nice actually.
Huh?
It was nice. I think it was kind of nice to have him.
Thank you. So the next week we are going to have Mariana with us on social media campaigns. She's lively, and I think it is going to happen. It is going to be like very engaging. Also, I know that her sessions involve like a lot of practical components. I'm not sure about the first day, but the second day for sure. And I hope they will be a lot educative and new tools she will provide to our participants. And Aren, how is the state of the 2 COVID contracted people?
Not any update. None of them joined. One of them wrote that she most probably will be back from the hospital on Wednesday. So there is a chance that she can join next week, depending on her condition.
Here you cannot argue anything, because this takes time, and you really cannot concentrate. It hits your concentration, and you cannot just do that. You're not able to do that.
I mean, most of them gave pretty valid answers. I couldn't contact only one person. Although maybe you have an idea how we can contact Annie Martirosyan. She doesn't have an email, and I couldn't contact her. I couldn't find her on WhatsApp either.
Annie Martirosyan.
Yeah.
Please wait for a minute.
So a question, if a person used to join for previous trainings and for instance skips today, should I follow up with them and like ask the reason, even though they did not proactively like wrote an email or say why they were skipping?
Yeah, it will be good to know whether they didn't manage to join us today, or it is like for the upcoming sessions as well, whether they lost interest or what happened. That would be good to have a feedback why they didn't come.
I just sent.
Yeah, thank you. But it wasn't on the document, right? Because I couldn't find it there.
I take it from the document.
Let me see. Okay, I'll contact you later. I'll make sure that we're talking about the same person.
Annie Martirosyan. I think the same person. I don't know.
Okay, guys, thank you very much, and enjoy the Sunday. Hopefully it is sunny as in Dilijan. It is very sunny.
Do you feel any better?
Yeah, today, yes. A little bit of cough appeared in the morning. I didn't have it, but in the morning I was having a cough, but the headache situation hopefully has gone. That was the most awful thing that I experienced, which I didn't experience the previous time. It was like you either choose to live with it and deal with it, or like no painkillers help, nothing helps.
Oh my God.
Even yoga doesn't help. I tried to do that to relieve the pain of headache, but it didn't help either.
All right. How many days?
It is the eighth day. So I contracted it just after I did the opening remark last week, and I felt like awful from that day on.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is the 8th day already.
So do you know the source?
No idea. I was like very cautious. I was wearing mask everywhere, even if like people were looking strangely when they think that you have COVID when you wear a mask.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one wears the mask, and when you wear gloves and mask in the shop, yeah, they must probably think that you have COVID. That's why
We are crazy.
So you don't have mandatory mask mandate to wear the mask?
It is mandatory, but yeah,
execution.
You know how it happens in the region. So if
no, Ashkan, not in the region, because that's what I used to do. You used to say, but I'm seeing that in Tbilisi, like most part of the people, majority of them wears the masks, and it's
In
impossible.
Yerevan, it is so
anyone.
full, and you know. in
Yeah,
Yerevan-
I know what is happening in Yerevan, but in Tbilisi you can't even enter public transport or a shop or a market without the mask.
Okay.
I think the police is a bit like soft regarding if they see you like outside without mask, like a bit softer, but like inside it's a bit strict. And restaurants and cafes are really like ask you to put your
Yeah,
mask.
the regulations here are pretty strict, unlike in Armenia.
And comparing the cities, so Dilijan is more like you will see a lot of people wearing masks even outside. And school children, so everyone with masks, even if they are out of the building, and in the shops also, like everyone wears masks. So I don't know what is happening with Yerevan. So
it's horrible. It's
yes,
like,
it's horrible.
Yeah.
Actually, I was surprised to hear that like the vaccination is slower than in Georgia, like because in Georgia it's quite slow, but like it's much slower in Armenia.
It is. It is. So I read a very like to the point tweet yesterday from Geram. It was like, so we got another like pack of dose of Moderna, 600,000 around from Norway, but there are still people who say I'm waiting for Pfizer. So this is the excuse. This is the one of the excuses.
Yeah.
That was the same case before Pfizer entered Georgia. Like people were like, "No, I'm going to vaccinate, but like I'm waiting for Pfizer, and Pfizer is here." But I don't know.
Yeah, we need harsh measures here also, because 1,000 and more cases every day. This is awful. The lines, the queues in the laboratories and in the medical centers are huge. And yesterday I was talking to a friend. So she says that even if you don't have COVID, when you stand in that queue, you most probably will catch it.
Yes.
No distance, nothing works. So nothing works.
We have like more than 4,000 cases daily, so it's like horrible.
Yeah, everywhere. Seems everywhere.
I'm sorry, how much cases daily?
More than 4,000.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like we're on the 5th wave. It's like the wave never ends. Like when when the cases are a bit down, then new wave comes. So
yeah, it happened after summer basically. So everyone like felt more relaxed during summer, and it seemed that it went. But everyone was also talking that during the autumn it is going to be high.
yeah. And also, it was the election, and the second round is in a week. So during election, it's always like less regulations, and people are allowed to like walk to places, no curfew, etc. So that also increases the cases.
One last question, and we can wrap up. So, do you think curfew can work now? So, if it is like curfew as it was during the first wave, will it work?
I mean, the people will follow the curfew. Like if that's what you're asking, like they will they will not walk if there is curfew. But I mean that's a horrible restriction, and I really don't want to think that it will be like it will be the same case that was for like 6 months. We had curfew started from 9 o'clock. And then it moved to 10. And I don't know, like the whole population had depression and anxiety, and I don't know how we are like still breathing after that 6 month long curfew. So it's really horrific. I don't like that kind of approach.
Aren, how long did we have the curfew? Was it 6 months or less?
Oh, well, officially it was kind of very long, but it
3
was
months.
only a month. It was only a month.
A month, yeah.
And we never had that. Yeah, it was only in the very beginning when you weren't allowed to go out after 11. If you don't, well, you could still go out, but you should have some kind of a paper.
I'm sorry,
Filled
I
in, a
think
form
it was
filled in.
3 months.
3 months.
Yes, I think.
I was so depressed, I don't remember.
It was horrible. Like, I don't know. Like, in winter, it was 9 p.m. for sure. Then it was moved to 10 and then to 11. But like, imagine being at home at 9 p.m. And it continued so long that in my mind, when it's like getting dark and getting late, I'm like anxious. Like, should I go home? Like, why am I out so long?
Yeah, hopefully these memories are going to be blocked very soon and not anymore remembered.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
I'm sorry. Okay, so thank you again, once again, and let's see. So when you have a draft, Teona, for the follow-up, we can all look at it and contribute also. Just let us know in the chat. And we can start this announcement. We will talk about the Fake News Hunters presentation, which will be like very short, 15 to maximum 30 minutes. And we might have one more form for those who want, so we will disseminate to everyone, and those who fill in, we will know that they are interested in Fake News Hunters specifically. This I will communicate with you during the week. And yeah, we are having another training and 2 masterclasses for the 4th week. We have something with Cisco. I'm still negotiating whether we can have an expert on security measures and what Cisco is what Cisco has in terms of like to secure yourself online. I don't know about VPNs, etc. That could be useful for the journalists and media practitioners. We'll give you more information on that when I finalize the communication. And enjoy the Sunday and stay safe and healthy, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.